That is how we do it. Thank you for tuning in. If you are tuning in, like, give a share, tell your friends what is going on. We are trying to deliver some concise news to you guys that is important, things that will move the market. This is not financial advice. It never is. Let's get into it. The secret sauce for today is simple. How do you get there? First, turn your dreams into plans. Then, your plans into actions. Be consistent. Take actions daily. It is not easy, but it is simple. On the docket today, CryptoPunks with a huge surge. Ethereum is in the dumps. The Fed symposium is incoming, and even the altcoin market is experiencing some red. And Giga Chad Michael Saylor, amidst all the red, he is instructing people to buy the dip. And 2 days ago, the title to the show was, Is XRP About to Rip? Yesterday, we talked about the golden cross that had appeared, and today, XRP is ripping. Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is Monday, August 19th, and it is time for some rare bits. Today, the crypto grading fear index is coming in at a 28. We have lost 3 points in yesterday. We are out of extreme fear, though, still in the fear zone. What will happen next? Bitcoin dominance, it has receded in the last 24 hours. Ethereum dominance has risen. Bitcoin dominance was coming in at 55.80, Ethereum at 15.18. The rest is all of the altcoins. Where do you guys see these percentages going future forward? Now, total crypto market cap is coming in at about $2.104 trillion. That is about a 1.79 reduction since yesterday. Top crypto search term is super rare, ticker sign RARE. It is up 175% on the 7-day, down drastically on the 24 hours. What is going on in that ecosystem? We have 78 days until the election. Until we get into some more news, let us check the numbers for the nerds. And as you can see, crypto heat map, it has turned red. As you can see, the crypto heat map has turned red, but we do see a few of the coins that are literally in that green zone. XRP up 4.97%. Toncoin up also. Now we are at 680. We had a buying opportunity around $5.60. I think this is still good. Anything below $7 to me is a buy for Toncoin long term. What are we talking about for the numbers at the moment? Bitcoin is trading at $58,852. Ethereum trading at $2,598. BNB is kind of still on that road to 600, coming in at 553. It is up on the hour, day, and week. It has been a tough month for almost everybody except XRP. What did I say? Yes. XRP is up on the hour, day, week, month, and year. It is one of the few tokens next to Tron and anything else in the top 100. Yes, maybe Aave. Other than that, very few of these tokens have been able to weather this storm. Toncoin currently trading at $6.79, XRP 60 cents, and Salami's $1.43. I want to see that go up, but I feel like we are going to see that. Man, you know what? I'm going to check the technicals today because I think it's just a crapshoot. There's so much shit going on. I would love to, but I see Salami's touching 120. On my favorite watch list, Toncoin. I still like this, trading at 679. Avalanche. There's some interesting stuff. I don't know if I get into it today, maybe tomorrow, but there's some stuff with Avalanche going on that I want to do a deeper dive on before I comment or put it out on Wax. Man, it's so tough to see Mog and Mumu, two absolute chads on the timeline that are having a tough time at the moment. I do see this stuff turning around. If you are holders, have you gotten out of these positions? Have you lost faith? Leave some comments in the comments. I won't read them, and that's why. I actually respond to just about everybody that comments. So this is one of the new metrics that I found, and I absolutely love it. It is blockchaincenter.net. They have a bunch of great stuff here, and this is a chart that these chads come up with to figure out when is it actually altcoin season. So what does that mean? It means that if 75% of the top 50 coins perform better than Bitcoin over the last season, aka 90 days, it then becomes altcoin season. So this will be a metric, but it will still be really interesting to see. On this site is a bunch of great stuff. So We can see some of the top performance over the last 90 days. We have CAS, XMR, AVE, TRX, XRP, Toncoin, and WBT. And what is interesting, so TRX has not been on my list, but where was it? What did we see on here? You know what? It might have been on my list for yesterday. So anyway, these fucking great website. I implore you guys to go check it out. You can do all kinds of stuff here. There are a bunch of different metrics to spend some time on and dig deeper and find conviction in plays that you think will make sense. This is an absolutely great research tool. I am happy that I stumbled upon it. Anytime I come across stuff that is new, I try and pass it along to you guys. DEX volume over the last 24 hours coming in at $3.165 billion. What I want to notice, we are still early in this candle, but we are just seeing this uptick. Do we see it continue? Keep in mind, this meme coin cycle that many people are not sure we're in, there will be a flood of meme coins as soon as these debates start. We are going to touch on the poly market, what's happening with that front, and while we might see meme coins just start to fire off with some of the stuff that is coming down the pike. Okay, next up, we're going to look at top meme coins by market capitalization. At the moment, as far as price, everything is down. We're looking at about 2 to 5% down on the 24 hours. If we push the magic button and see, have we had any gainers over the last 24 hours? We have a new token, Yawn. Brainlet, man, it has just been on an up and down fire roller coaster. Brainlet is up 23% on the 24 hours. Volt in U, ticker sign VOLT, that is up 20%. Sundog, a new entrant to the ecosystem, coming in at 12.93% up on the 24 hours. Wow, we have had pups back in the mix. That is so nice to see. World peace, bring it. Okay, so we are checking in with Poly Market. So as this is becoming one of these newer news that I absolutely love, we have some new articles that have been added to what people are betting on. So will Biden get a name wrong during the DNC speech? That is hilarious. And understand that there are devs that are going to be watching this, and the minute there is a mispronunciation, that token goes live. So sitting and with your bullets open and watching this stuff transpire is the ticket to success. First in, first out, right? That's it. What will Biden say during the DNC speech? Confirmed cases of Mpox in the U.S. by the 31st of August, which is rapidly approaching. Will Trump fire his campaign manager? The verdict is still out. Will Ukraine hold Kursk? Man, what a battle is going on there. Who will speak at the DNC? You can dive deeper into all of these. I implore you to do it. Now, as far as some tokens that have just been moving like crazy, I actually want to kick on the tokens that are down. So super rare, it is down 25.83% on the 24 hours. It is up still on the 7-day, 175%. So I do not understand what action is happening. That NFT marketplace has dwindled in popularity. Why the surge in token price? Why the reversal? Anything that goes rapidly up often comes rapidly down. So I do understand this reversal, but it is interesting to see why this happened. I will dive deeper into this. We had Flux, Fincha, Dexy, and Rocket Poo, and Wrapped and XM appeared to be some of the biggest gainers in the last 24 hours. Now, I have been doing this analytic for about 2 weeks now. Currently, Trump's percentage of being in the White House was reduced by 2 points over the last 24 hours, and the Bitcoin price also fell over the last 24 hours. We will see if this correlation continues. Prior to this, Trump's percentage point went up for 2 days in a row. The Bitcoin price closed in that 24-hour cycle above for each of these times. So we are starting to see a pattern emerge. It will be interesting to watch and see what happens. Now, CryptoPunks, they are defying the NFT market slump. They had 132% sales surge in the last 24 hours. That's about $616,000 US across 9 different transactions. Individual CryptoPunks like 2412, 5256 sold for less, way less than their previous prices. Some people took a haircut Why did they take the haircut? There is an underlying story, I'm sure. And what's even more interesting, there was a gentleman that took a incredible haircut on a ghost CryptoPunk, and the entire time he held this asset, never once did he use it as his profile picture. He continues to rock a Bored Ape in a spacesuit smoking a pipe. Anyway, it's interesting to see what people decide to do. They're still holding the ape, but they decided CryptoPunks are no mas. Okay, we are going to move on to bigger and brighter things. We have the Ethereum price. It seems to be in trouble. There are resistance level, there's SMAs, simple moving averages, there's EMAs, there's horse shit, there's dog shit. Is Ethereum in trouble? We have so many of these financial advisors saying that Ethereum is about to rip faces off. When does this happen? I don't see any movement until September 24th, 2024. So that's when I am saying we will be in full drive mode. These resistance levels, we pierce them on the wrong way, and it just continues this tumultuous trend down. There is market uncertainty. We're going to touch on some of the things that is happening with the Japanese continuing to unwind some of their positions. Now, before we get to that, Bitcoin traders are bracing for absolutely potential price drops. So the U.S. Federal Reserve Jackson Hole Symposium, which is in focus with Jerome Powell's speech, what is expected to happen after that is volatility, just hornswoggling volatility. And analysts are predicting that Bitcoin may dip to $50,000. We are really close to that already. So I think we will see these things continue to be adjusted because these technical patterns are really tough to do when we have geopolitical tension in the way that we are currently dealing with. We have upcoming elections. Do we see crypto become an issue supported by both sides of the party line? That would be the biggest win for not only the United States, but the crypto industry. So do we see that happen? We also have Bitcoin miner sales. They have finally stabilized, but Bitcoin's market dominance is waning. So the people that are bullish on this say Bitcoin dominance is going to go up to fucking 70%, which is what it was at the height of 2022, I believe. It has never recaptured that dominance. Meme coin cycle. We went through some predictions earlier. The meme cycle does not exist until 75% of the meme coins are doing better than Bitcoin is on a timeline trajectory. These trajectories can be smaller if you want to zoom in, larger if you want to zoom out, but it is fair to say that we are still in Bitcoin buying cycle. They say that we are even shy of that. So people are even fearful to start committing to Bitcoin buying at the moment. This is just what these lagging indicator analytics say that I am watching at the moment. So next on, we are looking at Toncoin. It is outperforming literally everything. So Monday, it rose about 6.5% following Hashkey's partnership with a GameFi project called Cadison. If you have been listening to the podcast, we have talked about Cadison. There are several of these games. I put a list of about 8 of them out probably 3 weeks ago of all of the ones that I have tried on the Telegram network ecosystem. Why is this important? It's important because it is in its infancy. The ability to be in absolutely everybody's pocket instantaneously exists. Their ability to create wallets with the click of a button is astounding. They have made the onboarding absolutely simple. So simple you don't know you're in a new ecosystem. And as invisible, we will not onboard the masses. So this Toncoin ecosystem is scratching that surface, that adoption without the realization that you have entered into Web3. I love this shit. So continue to put your eye on this. Bitcoin and Ethereum have remained flat, while the DXDY also saw an increase due to optimism around this week's really just around the trading. So there are good things happening. Now, we are going to just touch base on what is happening with the Japanese yen. So it is strengthening against the US dollar, okay, mirroring what happened in August's market behavior that led to a significant sell-offs, global stock I mean, like it was, what do they call it? Like Red Monday, you know, like, who the fuck knows? It was bad. Like that turned like, oh shit, this is not cool. What's also interesting was if you're in the States, it was interesting to me because a lot of people for the first time understood that only followed their little market sector, understood that, wow, the crypto world is bigger than the United States. And these news stories that we talk about are because of reasons just like this, because these indicators are there and it's easy to miss all the shit. This was on the radar. We have been talking about this. So the yen rally, basically it is sparking concerns about another political or potential carry trade unwind, which means that if this trend line continues, we are going to be looking at a shit show. Now, a strengthening yen and its impact on crypto prices. I'm just going to kind of simplify this a bit. Okay, so the yen carry trade, it is a strategy in foreign exchange market. It is called the yen carry trade, where investors borrow the Japanese yen at a low interest rate. Then they take that money that they borrowed and they invest it in higher yielding stocks and bonds. So basically they get the money for free. They're able to earn interest. They can pay back the loan at any time, and it's a win-win for everybody. Now, as soon as the Japanese government says, hey, we're going to change that interest rate loan, everybody that borrowed under these great rates says, oh shit, I need to liquidate all this stuff to get back my yen, to get back to the government before they start taxing the shit out of me. That's this volatility that we're seeing. So unwinding the carry trade. When the yen strengthens, the profitability of the yen carry trade diminishes. What does that mean? Investors may unwind their positions by selling their higher yield assets and repaying their yen loans. This selling pressure can negatively impact prices of all of these assets, including cryptocurrencies, right? It becomes a risk-off sentiment. A strengthening yen is often seen as a sign of risk aversion in global markets because people are more comfortable going back into the standard currency. Investors may shift their funds from riskier assets like crypto and some of the stocks that they invest in just to hold shit like the yen. So the shift can lead to an absolute decline in cryptocurrency prices. And keep in mind that we are also just seeing this adoption with crypto in some of these countries. So is this part of a broader plan by the government to keep people away from crypto? In my view, it does play into that narrative. Now, the ripple effects on all of this in other markets. The yen strength can also impact other markets, such as equities, commodities. A decline in these markets can further contribute to risk-off sentiment, AKA, I don't want to be involved with crypto at the moment. So it could further lead to declines on the narrative. So there's more about this in my Substack. If you're interested, it is informative, and just understanding what is happening will give you reactionary ammunition to look at the market differently. Here we go. Now we have Shaquille O'Neal. Look how, that is an actual size bat. That's how large this individual is. That is an actual basketball in his hands. It's not a Nerf ball. It is an actual basketball. Anyway, Shaq is in the hot seat. It looks like he is going to have to sit before a judge and speak some spoken words about his NFT collection. It was called NFT Astrals. All of this is going to come to a head in the southern of Florida. They are looking at Shaq as a seller by facilitating purchases of an unregistered security. Now, the lawsuit claims Shaq abandoned the project after promoting it, causing its value to plummet. O'Neal and the Astral Project must respond to the allegations by the 12th of September. And this is also interesting. The 12th of September, that is when shit is back in gear. Labor Day's over. The government's back in session. People are at their desks. That is the start of this momentum I'm talking about. September 24th is when shit goes in overdrive, in my opinion. Now, again, this thing with Shaq, this will become another one of these things where they are picking on somebody to be an example of the refinement and regulatory issues that will be coming down the pike. This is also something that could just disappear with the changing of the guard in the White House. So all this is going to be interesting food. You know what? Actually, the fact that it is going to the district court of the Southern, like it's already in motion, but with a changing of the laws, with a broadening of perspective of the industry, this could become a moot point. So it is interesting to see how this goes, what will move forward. Now, as far as the as far as the ETF Bitcoin goes, interest is growing for institutional num-nums. People that have no idea what the crypto space is about are for some reason now comfortable taking advice from financial advisors saying, hey, you should check out this interesting custodial thing for Bitcoin. Why we didn't advise you to just hold Bitcoin, we don't know, but this is a vehicle we're happy promoting. So that is exactly what they're doing. Currently, there are 1,924 holders across 10 ETFs, reflecting a 30% increase over the previous quarter. Now, Bitwise CIO Matt Hoogan reports that institutions are largely holding or increasing their Bitcoin ETF positions as we speak, demonstrating resilience in this market. They are buying the dips. This is becoming a long-term vehicle asset. People are looking at this as a go sign. So continue to watch this. Bitcoin at the moment is trading at $58,969. When I wrote the report this morning, it was trading at $58,579. So we are still well within the realm of what is going on. So I love to see this. Now, I still believe that we are going to crab walk sideways until September. I have put it on wax many times. The altcoin market, it is led by Ethereum and Solana at the moment. If you are trading on Tron, let me know. Many people say that they would rather die before doing something like that. I think it will be a short-lived ecosystem, in my opinion. It was done just as a way to capture money and interest from the ecosystem. Again, a poor ploy, in my opinion. The altcoin market cap has dropped from about $1.27 trillion in March to $866 billion today. The decline follows major global stock market drops and substantial cash outflows from Ethereum ETFs, including $3 billion net outflow from Grayscale's ETH ETF. Despite current fears, analyst McAlvin de Pop suggests now could be a good time to start desaying into altcoins. And again, and I've mentioned this, if you are holding these altcoins, please do not sell. In my opinion, if you are holding these top coins that have been putting in work, just hold. It is super scary to dollar cost average in when you are already down bad. Not only does it bring your average price of purchase down, it lets you get more at a reduced price today. So think about that stuff. I know having conviction and stuff when the market is down is fucking scary, but that's where people become millionaires, right? Picking the right coins to do this with is how the game gets changed. If you are buying stuff at a 40% discount today and you were happy paying full price a month ago, buy more. But many people think, wow, it's at a 40% discount. I don't want it anymore. That's the headspace. That's the script that you need to flip in order to do well in this space, in my opinion. Okay, we are going to keep moving on. We have altcoin season. I went into this in the beginning. We don't rehash this visit. This is such a great chart these guys are doing, so I am a huge fan of it. One of the other things that caught my attention this morning is we had a super OG Bitcoin address come to life with about $1.45 million worth of Bitcoin. Why did it come to life? How long? This wallet address has been inactive for the last 11 years. They just decided to move all of this to the exchange. Does it signify more selling? I mean, shit like that is interesting. It's probably only interesting to nerds like me, but 11-year dormant, think of the price 11 years ago. This person is, you know what I don't understand is if you've been dormant 11 years and yes, your increase is astronomical, but why would you, to the US government, why would you sell now? To anybody that is receiving payments from Mt. Gox, why would you sell now? Is it just no belief in the ecosystem? Again, is this the FUD that settles in that is going to separate the from billionaires future forward? These are fucking really interesting questions you all should be asking yourself. And somebody who we don't need to ask this question to is the Giga Chad Michael Saylor. He is watching the shit go down. He's saying, buy the dip. He is loading up a huge Bitcoin truck. He is still well above his dollar cost average in a Bitcoin, which I think last time I looked was about $34,000, give or take a bit up or down. But so he's super happy, right? He will continue to buy these red dips when everybody else is fearful. And when it does go parabolic, holy shit, I hope you guys are here for the ride. If you are still craving more crypto clarity, please subscribe to my Substack today. Warning, rare bits may cause hodling.